Howdy dorks. How's it going? Happy Thursday, happy Unchatter, happy Dwarf Fortress. Hello, 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 how's it going? We're here again. Once again. I was talking about this in Discord just a tiny bit, but I recently realized that this is now our longest single series of Unchatter, period. Like the Dyson Sphere program and like the original Elder Ring Fortress that like was one of the first things I did. This is now longer. This has more episodes in it. By a couple. It was like 30 something and 40 something and like 40 for Elder Ring, I think. And this is gonna be episode like 49. We're coming up on 50 episodes of Lizards. How mind-blowing is that? Yeah, good day. Good day. How's your day? I'm having a good day. I'm a little tired. I guess I just went for a walk. I went for a walk for the first time for like a month. I've been hiding inside for a while because it's been so cold and dreary out. But then the sun came out today. My computer's saying it's 62 degrees and sunny right now, and I believe it. I was just sweating. What the hell? Yeah, we're gonna continue in Dwarf Fortress. We're doing some deep digging. We revealed 2 different monsters last time. My goodness, one of them almost caused some really serious problems. The other's in a cage now. Probably gonna find more goodies. Probably gonna find more dangerous things. Hopefully some of them are useful. We'll see. And we're gonna continue on our larger projects. And that's gonna be kind of what we're up to today. You know, handling the surprises as they come up. Maybe we'll get another goblin siege. Maybe we'll get some more goblins in our labyrinth. Glad you made it out outside. I'm glad I made it too. I'm definitely like that post outside layer of grime, like just not like I'm not like sweating bullets or anything, but like, you know, just like a thin film. Just like I've lost my freshness, right? I like being clean and fresh when I'm sitting here, but just, you know, just sitting here in your own film. It's a little, non-optimal. Anyway, not doing well in self-care. I know that feeling. Sometimes the best self-care you can give yourself is excusing your lack of self-care, right? I'll give you permission. I give you permission to excuse yourself on that. Anyway, today's episode is brought to you by the sun. Where'd it come from? And also by you, clicking all those buttons down there, hanging out live, watching the VODs, hanging out in Discord, all that good stuff. That's what I'm here for right now. That's what's sneaking up on me these days. So, I do appreciate you being here, live or not, and yeah, we're gonna continue doing the thing. It should be working. Yeah, there we are. Gonna load it up here. We are now in year 117. Aren't you a benevolent overlord? I am nothing if not gracious. Why, thank you for noticing. I don't know, that's been my mindset recently. I have also been bad on self-care, and I don't know, I can't beat myself up over it too much. It's just sometimes things are rotten. Sometimes things are just a little rotten. Anyway, it is a good thought. I think so. So here we are down in the depths. We still haven't even cleared out the first level of this thing, and we've had 2 minor disasters. I guess one was a minor disaster and the other went okay. We caught someone in a cage, right? We've already moved it upstairs probably. But we're gonna keep going on this. There was something that I did right at the end of last stream, and I'm going to actually change my mind. We have our second squad stationed down here. This is our guard squad. This is all just our fortress creatures. And our first squad here is like 50-50 adventurers. Stozy's an adventurer, Bax, Neri, Cafet, who's not here right now. Those are all adventurers. And my first thought was like, well, I want to keep the adventurers safe, so I won't station them down here. Hello, Orion. Oh my god, my tongue. How's it going? Welcome in. But that's maybe playing it a little too safe, you know? I think the fact that we have these ridiculous adventurer characters here in our squad, in our fortress, this is kind of their purpose, right? This is like the most dangerous thing we could be encountering, aside from like forgotten beasts, which we have not seen very many forgotten beasts. This is where all the danger is going to come from. So I'm actually going to say the willful sockets can go back, and the abysmal horses is going to station down here. And if anything pops out, our adventurer squad is going to be responsible for dealing with it. That's my new decision. Powder unchowder. I like that. Fighting the angel. We're not fighting the angel. It is in a cage. I wonder where it ended up. We should check on it. I do want to remove it of its items. Caged prisoner, messenger of rebirth, crossbowman, still being hauled upstairs. So let's see where it ends up. Caged angel. It sure is. Hopeless after being confined. Even in a wheelbarrow, look at that. But it is wielding a divine metal crossbow with divine metal bolts, and is wearing this divine ? Fabric clothing? All this rotted material. Feel sad for it. I'm curious what we can do with it. We just dunk it in the water. I like the idea of putting it in the temple of the god that created it, because this was created by one of our gods. A profound sense of duty and obligation. Interesting. Though he still views loyalty in a dim light, at least in the abstract. Interesting. Also it's a he. Interesting. Created by the kobold god Odor, and it is apart with blight, death, disease, deformity, and rebirth. Naked in a cage in a wheelbarrow. It's not naked yet. Still clothed. There's some other giraffes. So now that cage has been put there, I'm gonna find our... We're still slaughtering animals. We're gonna be slaughtering animals forever. I'm gonna find that temple dedicated to the charcoal, which is one of the gods. I think that's a dwarven god. I want to say it was like Osa. That's a different death god. That's a guild hall. We should probably make some more churches, honestly. Here we go. The Larval Church, dedicated to Odor. We even have a bard in here. 45 worshippers. A third of our fortress worships this god. So I'm going to put the cage there. Right? I'm just going to do cage. We're going to go over in this corner. Should be one of these, right? Messenger of Rebirth cage. Are they also kobold shaped? I don't think so. The god might be. Odor the god might be depicted as a kobold, but the angels are always just like angel shaped. I don't think they have a real distinct form. Okay, so I'm kind of keeping an eye on everything that's going on here. We're still butchering all the things. We're still disposing of all the things. Our routes are still going. Potato chowder. That sounds good. Hi, how's it going? We still have all this food everywhere. Oh, a raid! Trash Mac raid. Welcome in, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. We're doing some deep digging today. How's it going, Trash Mac? Welcome to the Kobold Fortress. Do you want to see my new friend? We made a new friend at the end of last stream, who we're putting on display. But we uncovered an angel. We uncovered a capybara angel who was created by one of our kobold gods. So we're gonna put the cage in that temple and probably take the fancy crossbow that he showed up with. Do you want a divine metal crossbow with some divine metal bolts? Because that's what we got now. Don't know what I'm gonna do with that. But we have it now. So they're like a capybara angel. Yeah, exactly. Here, we can look at the whole... An eyeless capybara in human form bears malodorous pustules. Its clear hair is long and straight. It was created by the kobold god Odor. And he is clumsy. But yeah, that's our new friend. Hi Trash Mac, how are you? How were you doing? Were you also doing Dwarf Fortress? How was your stream? You're also welcome to like peace out and do your post stream stuff if you feel so inclined. Look at all our dragons. One of our main fort tasks right now is reducing the number of creatures that we have because we have too many. But we're going to be keeping a lot of these dragons. They're going to be sticking around. Looks like a lot of this stuff got dug here. But not... I guess we can dig... Can dig all of this at this point, right? This is all just... That's all just stuff for us. Right. This is all... That's all good. Okay. Playing System Shock. Excellent. I was gonna say, you've been playing that for a little while, right? Is it a super long game? So. This scares me. All of this scares me. Oh, we got a little one for free. That's interesting. I'm actually gonna put a floor over that before someone jumps in. Just for the sake of paranoia, I closed all those, right? I think what I want to do, I want to pop that open, and I'm just gonna I'm gonna station our squad up on top here. That's not the button I meant. Not really, haven't been streaming it often, which is why it's taken so long. I think I'm going to finish it off stream. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, it's playing long-ish games, but like slowly. I definitely know how that goes. Like we did a long Dyson Sphere program playthrough, and that took a couple months to do. That's a long playthrough. And of course, they're all going to come down here and do all these first. It went on forever. It went on forever. But I loved it. I loved every moment of it. Not that it wasn't good, but yeah, it went on. It did. But see, we were just marveling at the fact that we've been in this fortress. Like, this is the longest fort playthrough that we've done on this channel. Just period at this point. Our elf merchants will be leaving. Do I care? Well, now that they're leaving, I don't know that I have the time to fix that. I have a vague recollection of wanting to trade some meals or something, but the elf probably won't gonna... Elves aren't gonna buy our stuff. We're working on mining coal and stuff. We're in year 17 of our fortress, and we're working on getting some steel for the first time. because we are not in the correct stone environment for there to be a lot. We are finally finding our flux stone. We have iron ore. It's mostly the coal, and we finally found some bituminous coal. Okay. So in theory, these are working now, right? Pig iron bars. Oh, I actually want to. Wow, we're gonna get through our. I told them to make 1,000 lead coins, so we have too much lead. Pig iron still says it needs refined coal. Maybe it's just waiting for it to show up in. Oh, I didn't even make this recurring. Good job. Clearly this hasn't activated. Steel bars, pig iron, flux, and coal. I'm loving System Shock, and I think I have maybe one stream left because I'm right at the end, but I'm not sure I want to stream it or not. Interesting. Why? I'm curious why. Just for... I don't know, I could speculate why, but that is interesting. I've heard good things about System Shock. It's definitely one that I haven't played. I think we're to do steel bars less than maybe 30. I don't know. I want to have enough on hand to do stuff with, right? I guess let's go 20. Pig iron's gonna have to be at 10. Flux will be at 10. Coal will be at 10. Okay, those will happen eventually. Game is great, it's just quiet. Yeah, that was gonna be one of my guesses if it's not drawing the eyeballs, right? I know how that is. So I've been switching back and forth between, like, we do Dwarf Fortress during the week, and then I stream on Saturdays, and that's usually something different. And the something different, it's quieter. It's definitely quieter. But it also keeps me sane, so I kind of just deal with it. But people have been liking the dwarving and the fortressing, so I'm here for that. More excuse for a Dwarf Fortress, right? Prevents the Dwarf Fortress burnout, which is real. Like, this is... I will put 1,000,000 hours into this game, just not all at once. I will play this game forever. My favorite thing about our squad... So we have our squad here in case something decides to pop out again. But this squad is composed, like, it's like 50-50 adventurers. And several of our adventurers are... Why are you naked? Why are you naked? Bax, go put your clothes on. Stozu's clothed, right? Okay, good. Stozu... Several of these are zombies, right? This is an empty zombie. This is just a Hammerlord. This is an empty zombie. And then Stozu is a frozen hunter. Stozu here. Look at Stozu's skills. Look at what Stozu's been doing. Stozu's been, like, leading biting demonstrations for years at this point in this fortress. Hey, look. Migrants. Interesting. We got some migrants. Look at this. It's Meepu. Is that our Meepu? I wonder. We have a DF hack command going that allows people to emigrate if they're grumpy, which several people have done, and some people will, like, they leave and come back, which is really cool. I'm wondering how many of these people are that. Bring in more animals? We don't need more animals. I don't need more goats. I don't need more llamas. Thank you, but no. Stray piglet. Wow, we're actually getting a handful of people now. Nilak the Glazer. And a bunny rabbit? Zuka the jeweler. Kleelu the engraver. Interesting. Heather cuddled. Atlamu the ranger. Interesting. Zures the diagnostician. This is actually another Mipu. This is gonna be like one of our larger migration waves. Drew the angel, yeah. Everyone come see the angel. Mechanic, huh. Watch this put us back up to 200, just in one wave. We good? Okay, that was like 15 people. Cool. Hello, Gantrock, how you doing? They're quite beautiful in their way. Just look at them. Oh, wait. Oh, I wasn't... Okay, no, that is... Okay. Okay. We did find something in the spot that I was expecting to find something, but it's not a monster. It's a spider web. And this is a thin, faceted metal scourge. We just found a divine metal scourge. Ooh, that's a shiny. That's a legit shiny. What's the cyan blue? You mean the ones down here? Or do you mean the microcline? Yeah, there's a spider web in there. There's also there's no art for the scourge. All the divine metal items just have no art for them, so they're invisible for now. Microcline. Yeah, we've been if you see like a block, all the blocks that we've done, like all this is all microcline. Because it's pretty. Microcline's a nice color, so when we have microcline, I told them to, instead of making blocks out of all stone, I told them to just make microcline blocks, and every time we've had to make a construction out of blocks, it's been microcline. So there's quite a bit of microcline wall in our fortress. Clearly not that one. Like this is microcline. This is dacite. This is all microcline. So yeah, we uncovered some treasure. Hooray! I should just put that on a pedestal. Tunnel Lekod Lum Sinur. Check Discord. But I'm streaming. Oh, I like it. I like it. We're getting art of our capybara in Discord. Okay, first of all, I'm going to put that on a pedestal. I guess, or do I want someone to use it? Do I want an adventurer to have access to that? It is just a weapon. Someone could just grab it. It was found in my mind. This game is really good at coming up with things that just need to be drawn, right? I'm looking for this. Right? I'm just to make sure that it ends up in a secure place. Oh, jeez. Takes a lot. Sleeping his long sleep miles below the surface, yeah. For all of creation. The world was created with them embedded in rock, and then some weird little creatures uncovered them, and it just ran straight into a cage trap. I'm looking for scourges. Need a named, looking for a named scourge. We have a lot of named weapons. There it is, Tunneleka Lum Senur. Thin faceted metal scourge. Really curious. That might rip. That might rip and tear. Evocative imagery, yeah, or just silly. To be fair, has never heard of a cage trap nor expect one. Yeah, what's a kobold? Okay, so that was cool. We can dig these now. I'm curious about right here. Do the same thing. I'm gonna put a floor here. And then... And then what? There could be something here. This could all be something. Yeah, we'll go one bit at a time. All these gems. We're getting a bunch of gems. Getting all these diamonds. Kia is throwing a tantrum. And no one was surprised. Okay. So you're gonna dig the hole. Everyone stay on guard. Oh. That was just nothing. I'm gonna say, like, these are slightly lower priority. And then... do I just, go one over? We could do our carved fortifications trick, but it takes longer. Especially with our guards here, might as well just go for it, Can't believe Pokemon actually canceled Cyndaquil. I'm not sure I know what you mean. We checked that stone for heat! Sign a Dayquil. So that was just some fire, right? That's a thing that can happen. Very, very whatever. Cyndaquil. Also, hi Squid, how's it going? I guess I'm just gonna keep poking holes here. You're gonna do it anyway. They released a trailer today, I believe, and it had trainers with Totodile, Chikorita, and Tepig. What? Rude. Was working on Twitch integration, excellent. Or no, actually. Stop. This is one of those situations where we can just combine. Not that I'm really worried about this much lava. A trailer for what? Not a new mainline game if they're showing old starters, right? Yeah. I mean, that's whatever. We're gonna mine out all of this. If Cyndaquil was available starter in Arceus, that's true. That's very true. Pokemon... Oh, we're getting another Legends game? Okay, that tracks, actually. That makes sense. Interesting. Pokemon Legends ZA. Do we know what ZA stands for? Interesting. So are we gonna get alternate forms of those starters? Because that's what happened in Arceus. Zygarde. Oh. Oh. Arceus was good. I really liked Arceus. I don't know if that's a common opinion, but I really liked Arceus. Lurk, thanks for the lurk. I enjoy the lurks. And yeah, we'll do our best. We're gonna try not to burn down the fortress. In Paris, so reboot of whatever that was. Well, if it's a Legends, then it's different, right? If it's Legends in the same way that Arceus was Legends, then it's not going to be exactly the same as like a mainline new generation game, right? XYZ series. I don't know. Not that it wouldn't be funny if they kept releasing Pokemon Legends game and just provided new final form for Cyndaquil in every game. I'm okay with that. Give me a Cyndaquil of every type. But now we get to speculate on what the new forms of those three are going to be, right? Are they? I bet you, if they're calling it a Legends game, then I bet they're going to fit with that same kind of formula, right? I bet you. All three of those starters are going to get an alternate form, and they're going to be a new type, right? That's what happened with the other three. Like Cyndaquil turned into like a ghost type or something, right? Like a ghost fire. Gonna level with you, stopped halfway through Black and White. Now I feel like an old person struggling to understand what's happening. That's fair. I most like Arceus. Arceus was different. Arceus broke some of the main generation game rules. So when they say that this is another Legends game, I take that to mean they're gonna be more of that pattern. Seen the thumbnail for the trailer, haven't watched it yet, looked more modern day than Arceus. Well, I mean, for the settings, sure. But as far as like the rules of the game go, right? We're gonna be seeing, like, if it's what I'm interpreting, what I'm assuming is that we're gonna see mostly Pokemon that have existed, probably a couple new Pokemon, but mostly alternate forms or new evolutions for Pokemon that we've seen already. That's gonna be my guess. Someone who enjoyed Gold, Yellow, Ruby, Diamond, Heart, got a bit lost after that. Would you recommend Legend Arceus? I would recommend Legends Arceus. It's for the Switch, right? Enjoying the Ruby remake, faring it very, very slowly. That's fair. I think that's what I did. I like the Emerald remake. That was a while ago, though. Or if I'm thinking of the right thing. They all get kind of mixed up in here. Play it when I'm stuck in hotels for my own work. That makes sense. I think you would like Arceus. It works a little bit different from the games, not in like really dramatic ways, but in ways that I really appreciated. Arceus had a more open world feel and encouraged more mass Pokemon catching, yeah. It still had a story. I don't know, I played it when it was pretty new, so I'm having a hard time remembering like what exactly it was that I had like attached myself to it on. But I remember liking it, and I haven't liked a lot of the newer, like the most recent Pokemon games. I don't always play them. I don't always have an interest in them, but I played Arceus and it was great. Looks like we're getting towards the edge of our pillar here. think so. Where's our danger spots here? I think we're still, there still could be stuff in here. I think we're gonna do maybe here. Also had the brilliant, in my opinion, choice to have boss fights where you, the player, are still on the field and have to dodge the boss while the fight is happening. Yes. It felt much more grounded in a way. Like something about, like something as simple as your character is moving about in 3D space, and there's another person, there's another trainer, and the two of you are gonna fight. Instead of it being like a screen wipe and the UI changes and you're just kind of in the universal battle screen, you fight in the world. Like you're standing there on the ground and they're standing there on the ground, and you throw your Pokemon and they throw their Pokemon and they both pop out and they fight each other. And it just happens. Something about that was just so satisfying. I don't know, it sounds really minuscule. It's not something that you build an entire game off of, right? But little things like that, you don't realize how much you've been wanting them until you see them and go, yes, this is the way Pokemon works in my brain, and now it works that way in the video game too. I feel like Arceus had a lot of those kinds of moments. And I hope that I'm assuming and I'm hoping that those are the kinds of things that come through in whatever this next Legends game is. I hope those are the kind of lessons they're taking. Because I also kind of got the impression that like we got Arceus and then we got Scarlet Violet afterwards, right? I got the feeling that they let themselves get experimental with their formula. They let themselves get a little experimental by saying this isn't one of the primary games. This is just kind of a little side adventure. So then they were able to do some new things without, pissing people off. But then they said, okay, well, some of these things worked really well, and then they incorporated them into Scarlet Violet. That's kind of what it felt to me. We're so far down here. Hello, Schmeichel. How's it going? How's the fort? It's going. We're digging. We found a nice flail. I think we moved it upstairs already. We found a capybara angel, and we found a flail, and we found a dusty antelope. Really reminded you that these animals can spew fireballs and break boulders, and that it should be slightly terrifying. Yeah, like seeing like the big Pokemon, just seeing them, like the not Ursaring, but the one it turns into. Just seeing it over there, like, it's terrifying. We checked it for heat. Okay, so that is fine. And that actually clears up a bunch of spots here. So that means these are good. These are good. And then we'll just drain that out. Lower stakes experiments, exactly. Because you can experiment with a spin-off, right? No one's gonna get pissed off because you broke your formula with a spin-off. But now the spin-off is gonna become a series, and I'm okay with that. Oh nice, I found a pale metal shield earlier, but I lost it to a forgotten beast made entirely of pig iron. Brutal. Brutal, the draft child is fighting. We're also slaughtering a bunch of our animals. As you do. I'm gonna keep filling these in as we go. Oh, and mounts? Like now you can do it in Scarlet Violet too, right? They had a Pokemon you can get on and ride, but Arceus did it first. Where you have a Pokemon, like you need a Pokemon who learns swim. You teach you get a Pokemon who can swim, and then you get on the Pokemon, but you're like actually on the Pokemon, moving about in the same 3D space. I don't know, like, should not be that mind-blowing, and yet, it was like, oh yeah, finally playing Pokemon! Wonder if the Capybara Angel radiates calm. Let's go look. Let's go check on our friend here. We should at least get the possessions away from it. Here you are. Messenger of Rebirth Crossbowman. Where's an unnamed zoo? How do we see the creature? This is our eyeless capybara with malodorous pustules, clear, long, straight hair. Created by the Kobold god odor, apart with blight, death, deformity, disease, and rebirth. So now if I remember correctly, let's see if this actually works the way it used to. Used to be, you dump on the tile and then undump the cage. So now everything that is worn by the thing inside is designated as dumping, which means we need to make sure that our dump zone isn't tossing into the pit still, right? This is our dump. Okay, I think that's fine. Hello, mind if I ask a question? Sure, go for it. Welcome in, Kirkland's QQB. Yeah, I guess I want to watch. I want to make sure that it happens. I want to make sure it happens. I want that crossbow. I also want to check on our animal situation. It does seem like there are fewer animals. We are still overloaded with goat hooves. But they're working on it. We have 4 dedicated trash haulers at this point. Oh, and Srow's here too. They're all helping out. Like here, yeah, trash bolts. We have 4 trash bolts, literally dedicated to refuse hauling and nothing else. How do you keep your performance so well with your population? Also, Ava art behind you. Ava art? Oh, do you mean that? The population, that is part of what we're doing right now. We are slaughtering a bunch of animals because we had too many. We probably still have too many. We just let all of our animals kind of reproduce. So you can see we have way too many animals. We have way too many animals. So we're working on reducing the number, just because the number of entities that you have in a map is one of the bigger contributing factors to your frame rate. So having fewer people, having fewer animals, having a smaller map, things like that are probably the biggest factors in how fast the game runs. Also, I want to keep an eye on this. See if anyone comes by for it. But this thing, it's not from Evangelion or anything. It's just a deer skull. Just the coolest thing I've ever made. But it's a paper craft that I made out of foam, is essentially what's going on here. Even put it on. That's what it is. I made that a year or two ago. Looked completely different behind you. Yeah, it's hard to get a good look at when it's all small like that, right? There's also a lighting effect that can go on behind it in the little display there, but the batteries are dead, so I can't turn it on right now. Put it on, put it on. Running liquids can also cause issues, absolutely. Water, waterfalls, aquifers, those can be definite contributing factors. Like right now we have a river, and the river is draining down into here, into our waterworks. And then we actually want to turn our river back on, I think. But it's flowing through here and then flowing off the edge of the map there. And then we have a pump stack that in theory pumps our water up. I think a tree grew in our pump stack. So I haven't turned it back on again. But yeah, things like that. Those are generally the things like this aquifer draining into my hallway probably isn't helping. But you can only do so much, right? I would love for this to clean up a bit more. Very cool, regardless, thank you. I'm very happy with it. The purple is what made me think it was from Evangelion. That's fair. It is definitely very, very poppy in color. What kind of CPU I use? I forget. Ford's like mine on steroids, but my CPU was chugging along at 15. Well, we're at 20. You can do a lot better. I know that one of the factors for if you're looking at a CPU, like this game does technically have multi-threading. Oh, I guess one thing you should look at. I don't know if you've seen this. It's off by default, but you can turn on where maybe you can only do it from. It's in here somewhere. Yeah, I did. Okay, good. The multi-threading is new, and it's experimental, but it's been pretty solid recently. I think it's fine, but it definitely does help. But yeah, like single core speed is really the thing that matters on a CPU for Dwarf Fortress. L3 cache, yeah, probably. I built this computer mostly for VR, so I kind of got things that were good enough for VR and ended up with something that's good enough for Dwarf Fortress. Are you not getting music? I'm just now noticing. Nope, there it goes. Okay, you are getting sound. I want to say that I heard someone else, maybe it was Blind, talking about like there being a processor that's good, like Putnam recommended a processor, but I have no idea what it is. I need to track down that information. Not that I'm gonna be buying a new CPU anytime soon. Can I see what you were wearing while you were in the thing? Yes. So I feel like you have fewer things now. Are you here to dump item? Yes, okay, so that is working. What you grabbing? You grabbed the metal bolts. Perfect. X3D chips, interesting. 7800 X3D is the newest, just in case anyone asks. Interesting, okay. I know I have I think this is a purely AMD rig. I can't remember. I know that my graphics card is. Now I need to... You're making me curious. I'm going to check. Dooba-dooba-doo. Processors. I have a Ryzen 5 5600. That's what I have. Did hear about that chip as well. Interesting. Okay. That's what you have? That's funny. I know that, it's like we're getting 20 right now. I've noticed that if I load this fort up without streaming, like if I don't have OBS running, I get another 5 or 10 frames. Part of the slowness is from streaming. So it might behoove you to just have fewer things running in the background. If you do, that can probably affect things. You want more coins? We're working on coins. You want some lead coins? We're still working on coins. How many coins do we have? Coins, 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 coins. We have 338,000 lead coins. We got coins. Okay, you're all still sitting down here. This all got done. Did that go? Oh, that's a ramp. Interesting. Still in Intel dimension. Heard that AMD is better now, but my ape brain is doing brand loyalty. I have killed that part of my ape brain. Brands are nothing. Brands are nothing. Half my reason for going AMD is like voting with my wallet against Nvidia, but that's not necessarily like devotion to AMD, right? They're all garbage. AMD less so. I've been kind of watching watching from afar the new the 5000 series from Nvidia. What a hot mess. 10 years will be reversed. Not wrong. I don't disagree. Okay, where do we... So there's still potentially a little bit here, right? This says it's warm. There could be something... There could be something there. Let's do, like, here. Feed me my coins, Dr. Freeman. All metal table silicon processors doomed to burn out. Replace all your silicone with lead. Lead is superior. The rhino children are fighting. Oh, whoa. Oh dear. A rhinoceros adult just murdered a rhinoceros child by kicking it in the head. And now our clan leader is here to clean up the mess. Gra is our original expedition leader. Gra has been leading this fortress for its entire existence. Here she is cleaning up after rambunctious rhinoceroses. Oh, I want to make sure that those things that got dumped get back into their correct locations. You are hauling clothing and junk? Yeah. Oh, and the instruments too. Yeah, okay. We ran like a clean owned at one point, so we're just kind of still working through that. I think they're getting through it though. So here we have one of the sandals and the metal bolts. The clothing, hilariously, I don't mind if those end up in circulation, because it's not going to work as armor, right? It's just going to be very nice clothing for whoever can fit that size. But like the bolts and the crossbow, I want to save. I don't want anyone just grabbing those bolts. Those are going to be very valuable bolts, right? That's a stolen artifact there. I'm going to assign... Isn't the clothing from rotted thread? So, yes. But it's like, it's a divine material called rotted fabric. It is not actually rotten, is my interpretation of it. Because it's not worn. Like, it doesn't, you can, like, it'll put the X's by the name if it has wear on it. It has not been, it has received no wear. It is at full durability, but it is rotten because that is the kind of god that created that angel. Right? It's a death god, so it created rot clothing for its capybara angel. I guess. So we just have that now, because artifact clothing does not wear out. Just period. Like that rotted clothing will last forever. Beautiful, yeah, beautiful putrefaction. Perfect putrefaction. I'd love to collapse these. Where's my blistered metal bolts? Am I even allowed to? Here we go. Thank goodness it's one stack. So yeah, you're gonna go on display. I wonder if we can assign the things that haven't shown up, like that haven't been dumped yet. Can I get the quiver? It's a rotted fabric quiver. Pretty sure. Ogre leather? Well, there's the sandal. Okay, so clearly the things that haven't been dumped aren't going to show up yet. So we'll wait for the others. Yeah, it's bizarre. It's very, very bizarre. Fight against GPU sag. No joke. No joke. Meditating on nightmares. So our treasure vault here is also a temple to no specific deity. And that's my security. Oh, look, all these, here's all the coins. Part of our security mechanism is just having kobolds in the treasure vault meditating on wealth at all times. And we've only had a couple things stolen. So I'll still go in. Do you make all your bedrooms the same amount of tiles? I do my best. This fortress definitely... So part of the design of this fortress was me specifically fighting against a lot of my own habits. So I'm usually like very grid square symmetry based. So I like very specifically wanted to go against that with this fortress. So I said everyone gets 5 tiles, but they're all going to be arranged differently. So I did little pods of 10 spaced throughout the fortress, and they all have the same number of tiles, but like their perimeter is going to be different. So technically speaking, some of these are going to be worth more than others, but not in a way that really matters, I don't think. They're all pretty nice. Do you notice if it helps if they are bigger? They definitely get better thoughts, but up to a point, right? It's really the value of the room that matters, not necessarily the size. Like a small engraved, well-furnished room with some like artifact furniture will be worth more than like a large room with nothing in it. And it's the value that gives them a thought. Like if you see them sleeping, I don't know if we have anyone sleeping here. Everyone's working. You are. Sleep. Content after sleeping in a fantastic bedroom. The fantastic part is going to come from the value of the room itself. Hey, look, we got a quiver and this metal cap. Oh my goodness. Someone can grab the cap. I'm okay with someone having the cap. If that ends up in circulation, I won't be too upset. It's mostly the crossbow that I want to be careful about. What do you have? Just a rock. Okay. Usually give my first horse mixed mansions, which is also fine, right? There's no reason not to. Furniture tiles do not block them. Nope, they sure don't. In fact, some furniture things, I don't know if it's all furniture things. I don't think any furniture blocks movement. I can only even think like a statue blocks movement. And for some things, like, at least for artifacts, I know that when they're admiring an artifact, they need to be on the tile. Like Sapper here is standing next to these blistered metal bolts, a divine thing sitting right next to him. He has not reacted to it. Like, we do not see a thought in here. Satisfied after putting a piece on display, so he just put it there, but he didn't actually admire it. So you'll see some people, they'll secure their artifacts like behind a wall in a tavern, but no one will ever actually get a thought for observing them through a wall. They have to be on the tile to observe them. Same thing about like waterfalls. If they do not, the creature has to exist in the tile with the mist to get a waterfall thought. They can't just like observe a waterfall from over there. They have to exist in the same tile. It's annoying. It's just the way it works. Something you have to wrap your mind around is how large these tiles are. Like, you can fit any number of creatures inside a tile. These aren't like 5-foot D&D tiles, right? These are more spacious tiles, is how I interpret it. Right? Like, you haven't looked at anything in here. Satisfied remembering receiving water, affection interacting with a pet. Excellent. You have 4 pets. Look at you. You have 4 pet spiders. Oh, I love our fortress so much. Also, all these lead coins just everywhere. Sure. Why not? Oh. Fire snake remains. I guess we killed a fire snake. That's good. I guess. Waiting for that to be done. Could be something there too. That could be something. At least the mist makes sense. Like the cool mist on their skin, yeah. Probably to reduce performance. I think that's the main thing. If you had to run a calculation on every single creature looking at every single item in the room as they walked through, like you would never get a frame, right? I think that's just too much. You guys know how to empty cagers and strip prisoners? Yes, we're doing that right now. It's what we're doing with our angel right now. Of course, I did the thing that you have to do already, but you have to build the cage, so it can't just be sitting in a stockpile, I don't believe. But you'll use your thing down here and use the dump function. Strip cages also exist if you want to use a df hack command. But this is the traditional way to do it. You dump on the entire tile like that, so that will dump that will mark the cage for dumping and also everything that the person inside the cage is wearing. And then you can just manually not dump the cage. So now everything inside the cage on the creature is just marked for dumping, and they'll just move it to a dump zone. So you have to have a dump zone as well. That's the most straightforward way of doing it. So now we have sandal, metal cap, quiver. Yeah, still waiting for the crossbow. Really paying attention for the crossbow. Still holding the crossbow. You can't take it from me. It's mine. My god gave it to me. Making a lot of dog totems. And our pig iron still isn't working. We're gonna have to track down what's going on there. So dump the whole cage and then undo it right away. Exactly. Well, you undo it for the cage itself. Like this is the cage, right? Because this is a cage that was built. This is a building with a cage in it, I guess, and then the cage has a creature inside it. So you undump from here. You undump the cage item. And then all the stuff that the creature's wearing will continue to be, will have the dump designation on it still. But yeah, you dump the whole tile and then you immediately undump the cage. You're sad. We'll find something fun to do with this messenger. I am still curious. I didn't get a chance to try it. So we got a bunch of coal here. I didn't get a chance to experiment with it between streams, but I am really curious if we can hack ourselves into adventuring as this angel. Because that would be absurd. Yeah, I'm gonna be cautious and not rush him. So we're not actually making pig iron, right? Has our pig iron actually activated? Still says no refined coal. If I say 5, no. If I say 1, no. Why? It's always the coal, it's always the coal. And I can just remove that, and it'll just cancel if it needs to. Like this one's also... I'll let them go. It's fine. They are starting to get grumpy down here. I must pray to Strace. We should make some more temples. The zombies are so funny. Didn't feel anything for years, and then satisfied remembering getting into an argument. That's one thing that I've noticed about our like the zombies, especially in fort mode. They don't... Where's your thoughts? Euphoric duty and inebriation, I guess that's fair. They don't feel things about things that happen. They feel things about remembering things that happened from when they were alive. I find that interesting. Would you put the coal on command if it's below X make Y kind of thing? I usually do too, but I don't know why it's not working this time. Wonder if that's because they're dead. I have to imagine. I assume so. So this should be fine. Could still be stuff hiding back here. There are still... Maybe like over here. is a clever feature. Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those. It's just one of those strange things, right? This game just has so many strange things happening in it all the time. I think, yeah, we'll keep an eye on this. Oh! A giant! That's not my fault. This is coming from the surface, right? This is coming from the surface. Look at that face. She is 328 years old and has a son. Eleni Itaifatha. That sounds like an elven name. Gigantic creature resembling a human. Slow to tire, quite durable. Oh god. She is average in size. This is an average sized giant. Okay. Elven bioweapon. Could be. Could be. Still have a hard time keeping up with the event log. It used to be worse. The fact that it's all broken down into categories now is 100 times better than it was. Doesn't mean you can't drown them. Sure. I think it's just gonna go into our labyrinth. I think you're just gonna get into our labyrinth here. All our trees are flowering too. There's just lungfish on the ceiling. Okay. I want to close our fortress, but I need to make sure that our safety burrow is updated. Because there's random bits like this now. That should all be fine. That's all fine. That's fine. It's good, 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 good. We don't need to be up there. That's all fine. And that door's closed, thank goodness. This all seems fine. I guess this can also be part of our safety biome now, our necromancer quarters. Now that they're just open for everyone to be in, for better or worse. And this is our metal mine down here, our iron mine. Make sure people can still get down here. Okay, placing bets now. Do you think this giant can get through a single of our cage traps? Our labyrinth is mostly populated by, or not cage traps, weapon traps. Our labyrinth has a bunch of weapon traps. Every single one of them is 10 silver spiked balls. Just for reference. I guess I'm gonna say that our whole... Because I do want to keep working on our stuff downstairs. So I'm not gonna do every single side path through here. And I want to say it's one of these. Let's go down. It's definitely far enough. And then it is this. Here's our antelope devil. We just sealed it in the wall there. And then this is gonna go way, way down. All the way down. And then we're just gonna say that this is all acceptable for you to exist in for now. Okay. I'll bet 100 points on it. Okay. Have you ever tried quantum stockpiling? I mean, I've tried it. I mostly tried to avoid some of those kinds of exploits. I consider that to be more of an exploit than anything. We have some quantum stockpiling going on. Like we have a dump zone, which always kind of ends up as a quantum pile by default, right? Like that's just how dumps work. Is our crossbow here yet? Nope, not yet. In some of our digging operations, like I have our big, like we dug this, our arboretum here. We channeled all this down, so all the rock is here, and I just left it there and forbade it. For bulk things like that, it's like, yeah, we'll fudge it a little bit, but I definitely don't make fortresses that like depend on it, right? I also don't do atom smashing as another common one. So we're burning our garbage instead, which is much more manual. But we have like a magma pit here, and then all these are automated to be burning our trash. Which is primarily going on up here at this point. But like all the animals that we're butchering, basically going straight in the cart. Try to keep exploits limited. Yeah, I mean, I do my best, right? There are times where you're just like, oh, well, that's the way it works, I guess. Never found magma. Well, we have a volcano. You can always embark on a volcano. The only thing that I atom smash is dwarves accidentally. Oh my god. Yeah, we've lost some kobolds. We've definitely lost some kobolds. We'll try to not do that this time. Like we have all these gates in here. Okay, so we're preparing to receive a giant test. That's not the button I meant. I'm going to pull this lever to close our bypass. I'm gonna close this because that's the way into the merchant route. I'm going to close these. That's kind of our, so we make them actually use our path down there. I think that's all I need to do. So it's gonna have to go down there and come up. We, in theory, have someone on the wall. I mean, will it even get into our labyrinth? That's the question. I don't see anyone patrolling right now. Because, of course, they should be patrolling. They should be patrolling. But I'm just gonna leave that on its default. And then I think that's all we need to do here. Enjoy your streams more than other DF streamers. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. The Dwarf Fortress community has to be my favorite gaming community of all time, just because I love everyone. I love everyone. I love everyone in this community because it's always, I don't know, it always feels the most open and accepting to me. So I guess what I'm saying is I appreciate the sentiment of that I am contributing to that, because I really like giving back to this game and this community. Anyway, let's watch this giant die. Contest Courage. That's a good name. And just naked, right? This is just a naked giant. Okay, look at all our trees are in bloom. I keep getting distracted by all like how good the trees look. Okay, all those all closed. We're still waiting on this one. This one's rather important. I don't know if it just got pulled. It just got pulled. And that one's pulled too. So we're good. We're good. Welcome to the labyrinth. Welcome in, giantess. There you are. Why can't you see the giant? Well, it's... There she is. There you go. Do you stream any other games? Dabbled at Caves of Cud lately is pretty neat. I've heard great things about Caves of Cud. I have not played it yet. That's on my list. I definitely want to play it. I try not to do like 2 simulation games at the same time. So I'm definitely like, I'm in Dwarf Fortress mode right now. Before this we were doing Dyson Sphere. We did some Timberborn. And I love all those games. I just don't want to like... Game might be frozen on stream. What? Why? For how long? That's never happened in the middle of a stream. So that's cool. What did I do to break that? Not super long. Jeez. Here's the giant. Explain why the giant looks like rock. Well, yeah. Okay, I don't think you missed much. I mostly just closed my levers. So the giant's coming in from the east here, getting to our path here, coming up this route, and we close these doors. We close this door. We close these doors. So now the only way for the giants to get in is through here, and that is through all of these weapon traps. And each of these weapon traps is 10 silver spike balls. No goblins have made it past this. Nothing has made it past this. And there's also that. Plus armed kobolds beyond. So yeah, that's what I want to know. How many traps? How many traps does the giant get through? Or does it just die on the first one? This is no goblin? This is no goblin. This is at least 3 goblins in a trench coat. At least. Where are you going? Why are you going that way? Oh, who's out here? Who's out here? Why is there a Mark's Bold out here? Why are you out here? Not only... I spent a non-negligible amount of time making sure that there is no physical way for a Mark's Bold on our wall to get off. There's walls and a ceiling on our entire parapet. Which means the only reason this Mark's Bold, who is supposedly on wall patrol, is out here is because you were out here to start with. And we're never actually on the wall. So now you're just trapped out here with the giant. You have arrows and a crossbow. Good job, Cylsa. Good job, Cylsa. No one's coming to save you. Well, that's some dodging. Oh my god. Should get a Minotaur? We had a Minotaur. We had a Minotaur. We had a Minotaur, and then we had a Minotaur zombie, and now we don't know where the Minotaur zombie is anymore. We actually had a Minotaur first. We had a Minotaur and then built a labyrinth for it, and then it died in the first siege that we had. You misplaced it? Yeah. Yeah, so when you go into adventure mode and come back, things kind of get shuffled around a little bit. Maybe people disappear, maybe the zombie isn't where you left it. I don't know. There's just a zombified Minotaur somewhere. It's a shame. I know, I agree. I do wonder if it'll show up again someday. So we have a Mark's Bold who's going to go into melee with a bronze crossbow. Attack glances away. So you're not gonna be able to hit hard enough to actually do anything. Bruising the skin, bruising the muscle. But the Mark's Bold is dodging. I've improved my hammer, that was satisfying. All these attacks are glancing away. So what we have right here is a kobold with a crossbow meleeing a giant, not being able to hit hard enough to do any real damage, but the giant is like, roar, 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 but the kobold is too fast to be hit. So they're going to be in this stalemate until one of them is exhausted. I have a hunch who that's gonna happen on first. Very slow to tire and quite durable. Amazingly agile and tough. This is gonna be a fight for the decade, maybe the century, possibly. This could go on for a while. I still don't see blood. I still don't see any injuries. The Minotaur wanted a different career path. It's true. Bardem the Minotaur is out doing accounting somewhere. Oh! Wow, okay, so Cylsa is tired, unsurprisingly. Eleni is stunned. Overcome by terror. Oh my god. If Cylsa pulls this off. Dwarf's bedroom. Giantess. Yeah, Giantess would be the proper. I mean, I think Giantess is proper. Willing to lose points. I mean, yeah, I guess I don't have, I do a poll. I don't really have, I need to, Jam, you had like a wager thing, right? I need to figure out how you did that. That'd be fun to do on these situations. Giantess collapses and falls over on the ground from overexertion. If this kobold out-endures a giantess, and these are all misses, and the attacks are still glancing away, but the giantess is exhausted. Mark's Bold kicks in the head with her feet, bruising the muscle. Giantess has been stunned. Force pulls the neck. Help, save me! Oh my god! And now wow. This will be quite the upset. I'm gonna keep tracking on. Oh, now you are stunned. Was that a throw? Or was that a run? Stunned bleeding. Okay, now the tide is turning. To do slash prediction. Oh, okay. Do I need to... Aha! Okay. How do I... Well, that's like that's an older prediction. I want... I can start, but that's like, I don't want to start it. I want to do a new one. I should learn how to work this. Is that? Nope. Is this? Okay, here we go. Who will win? Kobold. Giantess. Do I need... Who wins? There we go. Confirm, got it. There we go. Your streaming is useful for mods to do. Yeah, I know. I know. Giantess the throws. Giantess throws the Marksbolt by the tongue. Yeah. Yeah, I guess we'll see. This is going in Cylsa's favor mostly, but Cylsa just got flung off a mountainside. Now they're both on the ground. Oh, are you gonna run? Tired, injured. Upper body cut open. And now, of course, you're in this trough. If you run this way, you just run into the labyrinth. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Oh! Die. That was quick. That was sudden. That was a quick turnaround. Marksbolt bashes. Marksbolt collapses from overexhaustion. So they both became exhausted. That's really what it came down to. It was an endurance battle. Rip feisty kobold. Rip feisty kobold. You wanted melee? You wanted to jump off the wall and go into melee? You got exactly what you asked for. Giantess grabs Marksbolt by the finger, releases grip, bashes, bruising the skin. Giantess punches the Marksbolt in the head, and the part explodes into gore. Oh god. Yeah. Considering the Marksbolts only have leather gear, a leather helm. Yeah. Really a testament to how many Cylsa dodged, though. When the one that lands, when the hit that lands is the last one. Like, there were some grabs in here. I don't know if any of these actual, like, hits? Any punches? Yeah, look at all that. I don't think the Giantess landed a hit. The Kobold latched on firmly there. Aside from, like, the throw and some wrestling, I don't think the Giantess landed a blow until that last one. I think basically everything was dodged until the end. Which is really impressive. But now now this giantess is going to run into the labyrinth exhausted and injured. So given that, if I do this, so I choose outcome, it was giantess. Complete. And then we're just gonna go straight into a new one. How many successful traps? I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm gonna make the prediction that there's no way it's more than 5. Okay. Or I guess a 0 is an option, right? I'll count 0 as 1. So vote for 1 if you want 0 or 1. See, now just injured and not stunned or exhausted. That's terrifying. All right, well, you're in it now. Is there even anyone on the wall? What happened to my wall patrol? Clearly we need to address our wall patrol. All right, well. Lock her in. What were we voting about? So now you are voting to, for how many traps this giantess can get through. And I forgot a 0, so if you want 0, then just vote 1. Whoa, 1. 1. 1. Our traps are brutal. Our traps are so overpowered. The only reason any goblins ever get through here is because they, like the previous corpses, jam the traps. That's really what happens. Let's look at the end of this. Like you can just see, this is all the trap activating. This is all the trap. Here's Cylsa dying. Here's silver spike balls. Immediately having trouble breathing. Looks sick. Chips the bone, bruises the muscle, chips the bone, tearing the fat, bruising the liver, chipping the bone, tearing the fat. Trouble breathing. Twist the hip, bruises the lung, bends the elbow, tearing the fat, chipping the shoulder bone, trouble breathing. This is the whole of the sheep wool skirt. And then looks even more sick. Tearing the fat, bruising the muscle, bruising the guts. Even more sick. Chipping the bone. Bends the hip, tearing the fat. Fracturing the bone. Chipping the bone. Left upper leg and the injured part is cloven asunder. Artery has been opened. Fracturing the bone, chipping the bone. Tearing the fat, even more trouble breathing. Sensory nerve has been severed. In the lip, tearing the muscle. Yeah. Looks sick. Looks sick. It's brutal. These are so brutal. It just keeps going. So silver spike ball strikes in the head, tearing the muscle, chipping the skull, bruising the brain. That's a dead giant. I don't know where that skirt came from. All right, open the gates. That was a successful monster encounter. That was a successful labyrinth. Aside from Cylsa just jumping the gun there. F's for Cylsa. Completely unnecessary. Oh, and I never actually turned on the safety alert. I set up the burrow and didn't turn it on. So we're good, I guess. I tell this one to go. Hoping the giantess would have smashed through. I'm waiting for something to be good enough to get through. Maybe like a titan made of metal or something. Like I designed all this thinking, yeah, I'll just put metal traps through this whole dang thing. But that would be way overkill. This is already... These 8 traps is probably overkill for anything but like a gigantic siege. If we're being honest. It's a lot of giantess to get through. It sure is, especially when you're just like bashing, right? It's all blunt. It's just all blunt damage. Does Control A work for you to select all in DF hack for moving items to trade depot? Not Control A. There is a click keep selecting the text. Yeah, there's a way to do it, but I don't think it's that. I want to say it's like there's like the like if you have a crate with a bunch of stuff in it and you like shift click the checkbox for the crate, it'll select everything in the crate or something like that. I want to say it's like a shift click on a checkbox and that'll select everything in its category. That might be what you're looking for. She wanted glory. I mean, do we want a giant zombie? We could make a giant zombie. We could make a giant zombie. Is it different? I wonder if it's different if they die to a trap versus like dying to us. Well, the Minotaur died to goblins, but was still hostile to us. I think that's really the trick, is we could make it a zombie, but I don't think it would be a friendly zombie. I think it would just be a reanimated giant. Which we could then put in the labyrinth. Here's our necromancer. What's the rush? It's rotting. That's the rush. The undead giant pit. Well, that's like what these are. This is how we, like, this was our Minotaur. I don't know, like the cage is just empty now. The Minotaur zombie was in this cage. And we have like a bunch of beak dogs. We can also just like flood the labyrinth with beak dogs. Did the giant have any motivations? Murder. It's like a forgotten beast. They show up and they want to smash stuff. It'd be cool if they wanted a parlay or something. Cylsa found dead. Still not figuring out Cole. Anyway, prediction. Choose outcome. It was this one. How did nip off? How did it end? It died. It made it through one trap and died. It got bashed to death. Okay, so by default, the corpse is going to end up in our strategic skeleton stockpile. The trick is that if we want to animate it, you want to do it sooner rather than later because it'll start rotting. So how about this? I'm gonna say that this stockpile no longer accepts minotaurs, and instead accepts giants. And it is pulling from there. So yeah, so the corpse will end up in here, and then it will end up in here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this lever. All paranoid about the stream stopping again. What do we have in a cage? I guess we have an angel. Will an angel prompt us to make a zombie? I don't really have any other caged hostiles. Even our rock is trained. Hilarious. I wonder if that will work. We're gonna find out. First of all, I want to see if we have successfully stripped our prisoner. We mostly still has a sandal and a skirt, which means that crossbow is somewhere, right? I'm going to assign... You can put more than one thing on display, right? Can I put the crossbow on here too? Eventually. There we go. See if it has shown up in here. All our silver warhammers. It's gonna be down here, right? There's a scourge. I guess we can just look for crossbows. It was a crossbow, right? Where? Maybe it hasn't ended up in its spot yet? Is it you? No. Sleek blistered metal crossbow. Okay, so it claims to be there. I'm just gonna put it here. Jeez, you can tell we have a bunch of stuff. Sleek blistered metal crossbow. There it is. Okay, so I'm gonna put that on display. So now at the very least, that angel cannot shoot us with god bolts. So that's good. I'm going to install the cage here. Does it still show up here if I've built it elsewhere? Probably not. To unbuild it. We could just like drag it, right? But I don't know. I don't know that I have the confidence to just trust a kobold to walk the angel down the hallway, you know? So I think I'm going to deconstruct this and then construct it back over there. And then we will use this to prompt our necromancer to reanimate the giant. Because that's the thing this video game's gonna let me do. We have two goblins visiting. We have Utez the Goblin Scholar and the Goblin Maceman. Hooray. Actually feel like we need to give our squad a break. Our squad is still down there. I'm gonna say they can take a break. We've finished. I think we've essentially finished this this level. Right? Like there's nothing hiding here. There's nothing hiding here. There could be something... Well, there couldn't be something here. So that's fine. This is fine. This is fine. There could be something here. I'd like to think that a giant bring a creature of the wilderness and solitude lives in defiance of any civilization by nature, and upon seeing any civ it is compelled to destroy it. I think that kind of describes a lot of the wild creatures, like titans and forgotten beasts. They're just like angry, destroy. Alternative, the idea of a giant coming out to a fort to parlay for tribute so it doesn't attack, running a protection racket. That would be fun. You can demand, so giants can't do it, but like civilizations interacting with each other, like we could send a squad to a goblin fortress and demand that they pay us tribute. Like that is a thing we could do. It's just not a thing you would see for like, you wouldn't see a giant do it. That would be hilarious though. I think that's all fine. I think that's all fine. I told you to be good, right? Yeah, no job. You're just gonna hang out? Going for a drink? Okay. Oh, thanks, Dozu. How nice of you. Can goblins do that? I think so. I've never seen them demand tribute. I've seen them demand like artifacts. I've seen them showing up demanding artifacts. I have not seen them demand like paying tribute. But in theory they could. Here's Skilled Maceman. I love getting my yearly tithe of trash from the goblins. Sometimes they bring beak dogs. It's true. Sometimes they bring trolls. Sometimes they bring dragons. This poor butcher shop. We are never getting clean. Our kitchen is going to be miasma forever. There's not a ton we can do about it. This does bug me. This whole aspect bugs me. Goblin tide. No, goblin tithe. Okay, so still waiting for a corpse here. How's the kitties? Kitties are good. In the other room currently, Hecata has been full of beans. I want to see if our cage has been deconstructed yet. Okay, so that's been moved. In theory, it is now here again. Hey, look, it's summer. For a long time, we've been having to sleep with the door closed because Hecata just does not settle down. Like, she does not want us to sleep. We go to bed, and she's like, oh, time to bite your toes and be on your face. And she just never calms down. But in just this week, in the last couple of days, she's actually calmed down enough to spend the night in the bedroom with us. And that feels like a big thing. That's good. Yeah, she's learning. She's at least calming down. She's learning that if she cools it, she can be around us more, which I'm hoping is a lesson that we can enforce. Oh, our fort's getting grumpy, isn't it? That's interesting. We're a bit grumpy. I think we're just working too hard. You are being hauled. Okay. Frank has attacked my toes in bed for a while, but tonight he is running around screaming, so he may break his streak. Yeah. There you are. Okay. Now, you still have your skirt and a sandal, but that's fine. So now I'm going to take that same cage and install it here. And then I want to keep an eye on our giant corpse as well. No. Something about the names of corpses change. Yeah, where'd you end up? We'll just have to keep an eye down here. Bush track vehicle. Yeah, fair. Most of the time, it's just goblinite pots and pans. Yeah. Good for Melton. Be fun if you modded a quite fecund civ you can demand levies from. That'd be fun. Hi, dragon. I guess we need to add someone to our ranged squad. Gosh dang it. Ranged potential. Several of you could be very good at ranged. Weaponsmith, herbalist, spinner, carpenter? I'm gonna go with carpenter. I hope we didn't already burn it, did we? It didn't end up in there, right? Because this does technically accept all corpses. Oh, I hope we didn't just burn it. It's possible we just burned it. And we wouldn't even be able to know. That'd be the fastest they ever disposed of a corpse, though. Aha! It is right here. Being hauled very slowly. Is it heavy, Sarok? You got a wide load there? This should be a team lift. There's nothing like a good friend dragging it along the ground alone, watching everyone walk by. I'm curious if you're gonna drop it off here or if you're gonna drop it off up there. Jeez. Can we see like how much it weighs? 10,000? Almost 11,000? For reference, in adventure mode, when we're adventuring as these kobolds, our carry capacity is usually hovering around 50 total. I bet you're just gonna dump it here. No? You're going for it. You're gonna take it exactly where I want you to go. Wow, it's gonna take you a bit. Like, how much does a, where's Cylsa? Is Cylsa, where's, I guess we probably buried Cylsa, hopefully. How much does a kobold corpse weigh? These are all skeletons because they've been here for a little while. Corpses. No, okay. These are all, those are just all skeletons. Where's the fresh ones? Pond crabbers. The cavy sows. There you are. 58. A goblin weighs 58. A giant weighs 11,000. That is bonkers. That has to be among the more... those have to be like the extremes of how big creatures can be. Like our angel. I don't think we get to know until you're a corpse. We don't get to know how much creatures weigh. We get to know how much corpses weigh. But I guarantee it's less than 11,000. Does this have wheelbarrows? This should have wheelbarrows. That might help. And here you are bringing the angel. The elf is bringing the angel. Guess I want to pull this one too, don't I? I didn't realize those were two different levers. Kia has toppled things, because that's what Kia does. Is there more justice? No. There should be more justice. If you're toppling all our leather. Toppled. Jeez. Tanner, a clother, and a loom. Where's tanning? Tanner? And then clother. And a loom. Stop it. What's funny is how our immigration DF hacky thing, oh, we still need to deal with whatever's going on there. Like it has been working. It has been telling some of our people to leave, but it's not the grumpiest. Like some of our most prominent tantrumers are really devoted to staying here. Okay, so now I'm going to create a restraint. Just going to be a rope. And then I'm going to assign the Messenger of Rebirth to the rope. And hopefully nothing bad happens in the process of moving it one tile. We also need to convince Shem to get over here. Can I... Will she come willingly? It's activated, right? We'll see if she shows up. Depending on what tile you pick to drop off this corpse, this could be a whole thing, just moving through the stockpile. Oh, and then the rhino corpse. Oh. Unless you're going straight for this stockpile, which would be amazing. Be amazingly convenient. That is not what you're doing. You're probably going right here. Perfect. Okay, I'll take it. Yeah, look how much faster you move when you're not hauling... I was gonna say 100 times your weight. That's a gross misunderestimation. In theory, yeah, okay, so now someone's gonna come and grab that and bring it here. You're gonna do that. Maybe Shem will show up someday. Perfect, so now I'm going to assign the Messenger of Rebirth. Oh, look, a petition. Utez. Utez seduce monsters. Is that goblin? Goblin Scholar. Utez seduce monsters. Wishes to stay for studying. Adept record keeper. Disdain stoicism. Great kinesthetic sense, lots of willpower, good feel for social relationships. Strong urges and seeks short-term rewards. You know, a scholar. Dislikes helping others, enjoys being in crowds, quick to anger, very comfortable around others different from herself, quick to form negative views about things, tends not to be swayed by emotional appeals, likes to brawl. Of course. Generally acts impartially, rarely moved to mercy, tends to form only tenuous emotional bonds, isn't particularly ambitious, is trusting, is pleased by her own appearance and talents, has a calm demeanor. Has a calm demeanor but is quick to anger. Tends to be a bit stubborn. She personally sees concealment of emotions as a betrayal and tries her best to never associate with such secretive fools due to being caught in the rain. Do you ever get caught in the rain and then just hate it when people conceal their emotions? Welcome back. Maybe he's a Machiavelli type scholar. That could be. Values peace over war, doesn't really see the value in self-examination, dreams of attaining rank in society. This is kind of a Machiavelli. I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes. Hopefully you do not instantly become a source of more trouble, but... You recently said yes to a dwarf. Had to say yes, right? We didn't have to. I could have said no. Yeah, grab it. Slowly. Love having goblins in the fort. I just love having a diverse fort. I just love looking in the tavern and it being like everything, right? I just love that. I don't know. This is one of the many things that I love about Dwarf Fortress. I love a lot of things about Dwarf Fortress. One of the things I love the most about Dwarf Fortress is how it handles the relationship between different races. Oh! See? Oh my god! Who is this? Blacksmith. We're gonna lose a legendary blacksmith. That was a mistake. Good thing we took away its crossbow. Good thing we didn't try to haul it all the way across the fort. It's just going to annihilate this person, though. Messenger of Rebirth scratches the blacksmith, tearing the muscle. Force twists the elbow. Messenger of Rebirth scratches in the head and knocked unconscious. This thing is incredibly strong. This thing scratched a kobold and knocked it unconscious. And then just immediately goes for biting the head. Not only that, okay, look at this. Where's No, it just says head. So this cap could have been worn before, but I don't know. I was gonna say that maybe this scratch added that much wear to the cap. It could have. I don't know for sure. Still, the cap is ripped to shreds. Messenger of Rebirth shakes the blacksmith around by the head, tearing apart the head's fat, bruising the muscle, tearing apart the spine's nervous tissue. Tendon has been torn. Messenger of Rebirth extract is injected into the blacksmith's kobold blood. This is a venomous angel? Yeah, okay. I think we really lucked out in getting this thing caged immediately and not having to actually fight it when we found it. As for the blacksmith... F's for the blacksmith. No, please. Why? That door was locked. That door was locked. Since when can you just open doors? Why did you do this? Why have you done this? I must withdraw. You must not go in there in the first place. How did you go through a locked door? Or do you go through locked doors? No? Now I can't close this door. It was locked, right? Did I screw that up? It was locked. The providence of Ordo. Oh, odor. O-D-R. Yeah, odor. Huh. Well, that's two very unfortunate things to happen right in a row, isn't it? Yep. Love the entire area. So on the plus side, we do have cage traps here, and it is susceptible to cage traps. I wouldn't have put it here if it wasn't. And then Kia is still tantruming. What is Shem up to? Listening to poetry. Good. The visiting goblin maceman is reciting poetry, and the Gorlak necromancer is listening. Worried dwelling upon being unable to be extravagant. You are able to be extravagant. You're a member of our fort. You not claiming anything is not my part. Oh, was Cylsa? Cylsa might have been one of our adventurers, one of our very short adventurers. That might explain why she was so good at dodging. I think that's what it was. When we created Shem, we created two like bodyguard characters. I think Cylsa was one of them. So that's one adventurer not with us anymore. How did I get you into your place in the first place? We've done this once. We did succeed in this setup once. I can't believe they just opened that door. Well then. None of those were in a squad, right? Oh, they've got a lot of gear on. We're gonna have to send out our dragon squad soon. They're starting to figure it out. Okay, where I want Shem to show up. I want you to do your job, Necromancer. I'm letting you socialize. Enjoyment while performing. Look at that. Okay, well maybe we'll just give you a moment. I can't just like assign you to a rope or something, right? Because you're a citizen? Is that how that? Like I can't just, I guess I could see through here, right? You are assigned, oh, is that what happened? Someone else grabbed that assignment job? It's just gonna be the animals. I could put Shem in a squad. Let's do this. You're just gonna be your own squad. Could convict them and make the rope the only dungeon. True, but then I'd have to undo my whole dungeon. I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna say Shem is now a squad leader. Oh, can I not? Did you not end up? Let's do this. Cause Shem is an adventurer who retired here and then left with a migrant caravan and then came back. Which is to say, I don't know. There could be weird stuff going on. So we're gonna do a make own on Shem again. We'll see if that shouldn't change anything, but now Frosty Buckling's down here. So that's interesting. That might have actually changed something. So now if I go to here. Interesting. Sure. So now you are now a chorister guard captain. But now if I create a new squad, it's going to be Shem squad. It's not going to have a uniform. The Learned Bandits. Perfect. But now I can just say Shem stations here. And you will obey that order. The cat is fighting. Oh, you probably got hit by a minecart. Is it you? Pain? Injured? Yeah. Cat got hit with a minecart full of yak corpses. Okay, so clearly all of this stuff is still canceling, right? We have coal. We have metal ore. We have flux. But if we look at like a pig iron job, are they actually succeeding? Some of these should be working, right? They have the things. In theory. Oh, see now, yeah, okay. So they grabbed the iron bar, they grabbed the limestone. They did not find refined coal. Out for a second. You didn't miss much. Unless you didn't see this part. We just lost 2 kobolds to our angel. This angel might be a bit more absurd than we think. And I don't know. Oh, because I'm missing a step, don't I? I need to make it into coke, don't I? They don't just use the straight lignite. I'm skipping a step. Make coke. Make coke. This is what I'm forgetting. We're going to be watching the coke and the coal. I want the coke to go up to like maybe 50. We're not using it as fuel. We're only using it as an ingredient for steel. But that's going to activate. Okay. That should be fine. Let's see if that actually works. We assigned our necromancer to a squad and told her to come here. She should obey. Must go, okay, have a good one. I will see you on Saturday, hopefully. Pick up equipment. Fine. I didn't assign a uniform, but okay. Yeah, thanks for coming by. This continues to be weird, right? Every time I start a stream thinking, like, I don't know what's going to happen today. I don't know what the focus is going to be today. The game decides. I don't actually have any control over this. Ugh, all our dang food. Dang rotten stuff. Yeah. I'm assuming all of our bedroom furniture got placed. I had to do all that. Oh, look! We filled a stone stockpile. Hooray! I guess there are fewer rocks lying around. There's still a lot of rocks lying around. Look at all the dragons. I bet you Rurek is in here. Just a hunch. Our animal trainer is surrounded by all these dragons. There you are. All the dragons that get war training and aren't assigned to a person end up just following the person who trained them, which is all one person. So they're just they're just following Rurek. Okay. Shem will get here eventually. Probably. We can check back down here. That all got done. That all got done. This looks pretty dang good. There could still be something hiding here. There could still be something there. So I'm going to grab our squad again. I'm just going to station them. And give just a couple more channel orders. We'll do like here. And here. This is granite and junk. Maybe like... maybe here. Giant blood. It's a good thing our Angel of Rebirth doesn't have the ability to resurrect anything. Uneasy dwelling upon seeing the kobold die. Uneasy after seeing the kobold die. Interesting. Hopeless after being confined, free after being released, uneasy after seeing kobolds die. Interesting. If it makes you so uneasy, then why'd you do it? What'd you grab? Okay, that's fair. You grabbed a backpack with some food. I guess that's fine. You don't actually need to eat, but that's fine. And you're gonna go a really silly way. This stockpile is gigantic as well. What is this one? This is our dye stockpile. Probably need to make more dye. I've been hesitating to give them too many jobs, though. Look at all our totems. Oh, a giraffe wandered in. How'd you get there? How'd you get caught there? I guess this is empty, so you must have been from the inside. You must have been a reverted giraffe. That's funny. Here comes Shem. Guess what, Shem? You get to do something weird again. So what I'm expecting to happen here... we did a little bit of science last time when we were dealing with the Minotaur. We're not going to do science here. We're just going to deal with whatever happens. But what I expect to happen is that Shem is going to turn the giantess into a normal zombie, not an intelligent undead, even though she has the ability to do that. She's probably also going to animate those two kobolds. And those could end up as anything, but they're also probably going to get annihilated by the angel again. She's probably also going to be terrified. I know that we need to lock her in, and we need to lock her out of this stockpile so that she doesn't go in there in a panic, because we've seen what happens when that happens. Like that's bad. Okay, so you are stationing. Now going to open these gates. So that Shem can see the threat and the corpse. I guess I kind of want the giant to end up in a cage. So I'm actually gonna leave this door open. Even leave this one open. Actually, I'm gonna be paranoid. Okay. There's the one. You're not really doing anything. Okay. Really? Is this not enough danger for you? Okay, that's not what I expected. Ryan struck by a Feymood, oh dear. Do you have a suitable workshop? An alpaca just gave birth to 13 baby alpacas. Oh, posted? Okay. Oh my god. Angel of the god of rot, angel of rebirth. Oh my god. That's so brutal. When you see it like that. The captive adoration is also amazing. These are good. These are all really good. All right, Shem. Why not? Why is this not... Oh, now it has a name. Dislussu. Sucker Canker. The angel is now named Sucker Canker. But like, why do you not want to do the thing? You are not in conflict. You do not feel as if you are in danger. Sucker Kinker? Okay, well, hold on. I'm gonna do a tiny bit of science. I'm gonna do a tiny bit of science here. Mostly just because I want to know what the issue is. Because everything I understand says that that should have worked. So I'm going to tell Shem to go in there? I don't know that I can without letting it out. Maybe I can. This will be science. This is me saying that what happens next may not stand. We may unload. We will probably unload. What I'm going to do will probably just kill Shem. I'm gonna unlock, station. Why can I not? Station here. I don't understand why she doesn't perceive herself as being in conflict, because last time she did. Last time she definitely did. But it was also not this creature. It was like just a goblin. I thought. Okay. Going to lock you in. And then unlock this. And station... Oh no, that's not who I want to station. You station here. Yeah. So then why are you refusing to animate? I don't know why. Why would that be? Like, would a different creature in there make the difference? We don't have another hostile creature right now. We have to catch some goblins. Okay, well, I think think our only option right this moment is to get this thing back in a cage. For safekeeping. Oh, weird. Okay. Good. Let's see if I unstation you. Is it because you're in a squad? Could it be being on a station order means could being in a squad on an order suppress the urge to necromance? I don't know why that would be the case. But I'm just gonna try undoing this station order. You drop the backpack. But you were clearly not in combat or anything. Okay, whatever. And of course now you're in your burrow. Go be free. I'm done with you. Now you're gonna get stuck here, right? Like, why? I feel so tired of everything. And they're just gonna wander away. Yeah, I don't know. Too sad to resurrect. I mean, kinda, right? Okay. Clearly, the angel is gonna get put back in the temple because any other use is way too dangerous. I was even tempted to, like, put it on a chain instead of in a cage. Glad I didn't do that. Sneepy Surrect. Supreme Eepy. Hello, how's it going? We're doing weird stuff. We had a giant, we have an angel. I was trying to make a giant zombie, but the angel did not prompt such activity. So whatever. I don't like we'd have to wait until we get a goblin. I'm gonna close these again. Biblically correct angel? Kind of. It's absurd. I'll show it to you in just a second here. Nope, that was the wrong one. Oh my goodness. You. Full. Okay, so it's safely in a cage now. And it is an eyeless capybara with malodorous pustules and clear hair. It was created by our kobold god of blight, death, deformity, disease, and rebirth. And I literally, like, we had it in a cage. We got it in a cage when it popped out of its hole. Nothing bad happened, which is surprising. I built the cage here, and I wanted to take it from the cage and put it on the rope. Literally one tile, and it killed someone. In one tile of movement, it scratched someone in the head and knocked them unconscious and then ate their head. And then I locked the door, and then someone else came in somehow, unlocked my door, and got ate. More an angle? Yeah, exactly. It's a right angle. Would you cage divinity? If it's gonna bite me, yeah. If it's gonna come at me, yeah. Okay, I think the steel's gonna work now. I think we're actually gonna get steel now. We're actually making coke from coal. Hooray! Jeez. Okay, and everyone's down here. None of those open things. This is all just rock. I think we're good on this level. I think we've completed this level. Granite, granite, granite. Cobalite, I think all this can go. And this can go. And then that's the level, right? All of this is rock or holding back lava. Would you dare shackle the divine servant and think yourself safe from the depravity of the act? I guess that's fair. I guess we did ask it. I just guess we did tempt fate by trying to move it around like that. Pretty cool if gods cursed dwarves that killed angels. I expect some weirdness like that to be happening shortly. The next things that Tarn is working on is myth and magic and stuff. Gods are gonna get weirder. I feel confident in saying that. Just saying, sorry it happened, but that was really cool. I mean, that's all. A bad thing happened in Dwarf Fortress. Hooray! It was interesting, that's for sure. So I want to say that we marked our warm spots. So I think what I want to do is channel V's in particular. I'm going to tell our squad to station here. And they'll continue. I just wish I could have gotten that to do what I want. Like, I'm okay paying the price, right? I'm okay that the things did not go exactly as I planned. That's how the game works, right? But I didn't get my intended thing had to happen. I didn't get my giant zombie. Well, we still have a corpse. It is already rotten. We're probably gonna, if we can do anything with it, it's gonna end up as a giant skeleton, which is probably still pretty brutal. Maybe we need something just as terrifying but less divinely dangerous. That's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if there's some relationship between a divine being and a necromancer, saying that they're not. I mean, they're clearly opposed to each other. The angel did attack the necromancer, but the necromancer did not perceive the angel as being an enemy, a threat. Maybe Shem is just, like, as a necromancer, you see an angel of death and rebirth and go, yeah, cool, we're friends. Even though they're clearly not. I wonder if we actually finished all of our dumping. I don't see very many dump symbols at this point. I see a bunch of worn clothing. Shem is an atheist. She doesn't even believe it's an angel. I've seen bigger. I actually don't. Who does Shem worship? Shem is not devoted to an individual god. I guess it's probably the way to say it. I don't know that anyone in Dwarf Fortress is an atheist. They all recognize that gods exist, but she doesn't worship a specific god. Be merry! Where are you? You're in the Pointy Canyon? You're in a Engraver Guild Hall? Okay. Oh, interesting. We lost some grass here. Is that because because we've gathered so much? Interesting. Papaya. See, these are all actual things to grab. I am untethered from your rotting god cycle. Turn away in your infinite and be gone. And then you end up in the same hallway as it, and it's just immediately like, Knack, no, stop. You know, I wonder how much of this ended up as rock. What's funny is that I hacked all of this to be soil, and every time we leave and come back, it's like a little bit more rock. I don't know what that means. But the trees are still doing okay, so I'm not going to worry about it. Sheesh. Okay. Well, that popped open a couple things, and there's literally nothing there. Excellent. We will remove that. So. I would love to drain this magma. I don't know how easy that's gonna be. Especially because we can't get through here. We could just go down another floor, right? Let's do this. We're gonna dig. Not there. We're gonna dig as far over as we can. This might all be dangerous, though. This might all count as pillar. So I think we're gonna have to just poke a hole. And kind of hope, like we could do here, right? Well, and this isn't magma on this floor. This is just warm. So really we could do over here. We just couldn't go down one more. So maybe that's what we do. Let's go like there. And we're gonna make it a warm dig because it's gonna be warm. Right? And then dig like that. I think that will work. I'm gonna fill in the holes so no one falls into a magma pit. Because that would make us sad. Yeah, please grab the gems. They're still giving birth. Still throwing tantrums. Kia has been tantruming for years at this point. Absolute years. Hey, look, cassiterite. Okay. I'm curious how our garbage situation is going. It looks like we pushed it again. Right? Did it work? There's so much stuff there. Yep, there it is. Okay. I mean, it's getting pushed, it's getting filled, it's getting emptied. There's just so many. Look at our... I mean, this is a little less... Oh my god, the giraffes! How can you have that many giraffes in a litter? That's too many. I had a broker who could not keep happy. She would fall into depression every season and eventually dehydrate in the field. Yeah? If they go haggard... if they... I mean, haggard's one, berserk's another. There's a couple things that they just don't come back from. Like, Shem is haggard, and I don't think there's a way to make her not haggard now. And it is my fault she's haggard. Okay, I'm seeing barrels in here start to show up. I'm hoping they can start collapsing all this down. Gonna run out of wood again. Yup, we're gonna need more wood. Which is not that surprising. Hey look, we're actually making pig iron. Finally. There's also just these piles of lead coins everywhere now. They're just everywhere. There is a spot for them to go. But okay. Like they're just in the hallway here. Yeah, oh my god. That's absurd. I wanna glance at the coins again. Coming up on 500,000 lead coins. Did they finish that work order? Nope. Well, if I ordered 1,000 and they make stacks of 500, then they're gonna turn into 500,000. So I guess that works. Bax, why are you naked? You had armor. Please follow Stozu's example. It takes so long for our miners to get down here. Oh, here we go. That's rock. That's rock. That's rock. And that is cassiterite, which I don't believe is going to be part of the pillar itself. So that's interesting. It's going to be like a little chunk of cassiterite here. Yeah, there's some right there. Did it pick a different miner? It picked a different miner, didn't it? So I guess there's a couple spots we could. So like, this is just empty, right? So this could be a thing. But this could not. So this we can mine. And that will just spread this out, I guess. We can also do... I guess I don't want to mine the diamonds and such while the magma is still here because you can melt the gems. So really I just want to get rid of this magma, I think. And then there's like... Oh, interesting. We got a little peek into the lower levels. So this is connected with all of this. Oh. Ooh, we have to be careful here. I've screwed myself with this kind of thing before. So this is the level we're on, right? This is the level below. This looks like a little solitary inclusion of magma, right? But it's not. This is actually the magma sea right here. And this is two. Oh, we need to be very careful here. Oh dear. Is this all connected? Actually, let's not do this. Because this is connected to here. This is connected to here. Oh dear. And because it is all connected, right? It's all pressurized. Pretty sure, because this body... Right? This is the highest it goes, right? So this is connected to here. This is connected to here. This is connected to here. It's all one thing. Oh no. We can't drain this. This will be pressurized from this. Oh no. Well, I'm glad I checked that. Can we even do this? This... The fact that it's only partially full means it's not connected. It's just above. I guess there's a chance. I guess we can see. Yeah, open space. That's a connection right there. So then... This is floor... See, this is open space, that's open space. So this pillar here, this we need to never touch, for sure. And then this, that connects there. But does it connect over this? Maybe it's okay. Maybe it's just sitting on top of... Oh, that's so terrifying. I think there's a floor between here and here. And if there wasn't, this would be way worse. Right? Like, we don't overlap here. Never is a mighty big word. What kind of commands do you find most useful for DF hack? I find a lot of them useful. My favorite right now is not a command, but a tool. This design tool. This might be my favorite, and this is a newer thing too. But like the shape of our fortress right now, it all being asymmetrical and weird, is entirely due to this. Just polygons. And the curves. Like, this is my favorite. Noticed you'd use it? Yeah. Yeah, you can use it building too. You can make walls in weird shapes like that. It's great. That's probably my favorite right now. I definitely like, we're using Auto Butcher right now, but it's not, I feel like it automates a lot. I don't mind doing animals manually, but right now we're just like, we have too much. What else is in here? I don't know. I like a lot of the quality of life stuff as opposed to the like the cheaty stuff, but we've also been doing quite a bunch of cheaty stuff as well. We've been doing immigration is fun, letting our stressed people join caravans and leave. Idle crafting has been interesting because it lets people craft for fun, so they get their emotional needs met, even if I don't have a job that'll satisfy them. Immortal craving is good because we have a bunch of zombies who don't eat, but they still get unhappy thoughts for not eating, so this makes them go grab food. Dwarf vet is great. I didn't realize that was a thing until this fortress, but dwarf vet allows you to treat injured animals in your hospital. So like a tantrumer will attack a dog and the dog will go to the hospital and we'll fix it up. I think that's really cool. This is still cassiterite. I'm gonna go like that. Or dragon, yeah, any animal, any of the things in your animal's list. Like our giant cave spiders, people will punch the giant cave spiders and they'll just go up to the hospital. And a kobold will fix them, and it's the best. And then another one is when you're in adventure mode, because we've also been doing adventures. You can create a person adventure mode, and then you can talk to people in the world and kind of convince them to join you in your party. And there's a command that elevates your followers into actual party members, which gives you full control over them. And that's what we did here with several of these, like Stozu, Bax, and Oser. Oser's not here right now. Canner we made, but Stozu and Bax are world gen goblins that we befriended as a kobold, and then they died, and then we turned them into zombies, and then we made them party members, and we were able to use their zombie powers. And it was great. It's one of my favorite times. It was really good. Do you know how the automate stuff works with the kitchen and tannery? I'm less familiar with those. If you open them up, they tell you things. Like if you open up auto clother here, it has all this text here kind of explaining how it works. So there's plenty of things I don't have familiarity with in there just because I haven't used them, but I just always use whatever information's there. I'm gonna like double check this, because that doesn't go down further. Right, floor, 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 floor. Floor, 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 floor. Floor, 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 floor. Floor, 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 floor. This one's open, but that goes there. This is not open. Floor, 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 floor. Okay. I think we're okay. This is not okay. This is okay. This is not okay. I hope Dwarf Therapist catches up to Steam really soon. I have not. Honestly, I've been okay not using Dwarf Therapist. I do like having all the information there. I do agree that like having it all just in front of you is neat. But the new labor system, I've gone whole hog on the way vanilla works now for labors. This doesn't give you as much control, but it's given us enough. We got dedicated trash bolts here, and it works. Don't use it to assign anything, just like looking at it. Yeah, that's fair. It's good for, I use it a lot for mood. Just like seeing who's the grumpiest, right? Like you can do that here, but it's just a little more awkward. Hilariously, Kia's not one of them. Oh, Oser. Oser's not happy. Because I've kept you stationed too long. Oh, you're here. You're waiting for the clan leader to wake up. You ever just wake up to a zombie hovering over your bed? And it wants to complain? More migrants? Wow. Interesting. Still haven't seen Café yet. There's Jossie. Ulcer. Zla. An intelligent undead would make a great fort leader. They wouldn't get upset at any complaints. True. They also wouldn't ever be happy. Furnace? Jester Doom. Shusek. Okay. It's interesting that we're suddenly getting migrants again. We went a long time without seeing any migrants. We were hovering at like 180 for a long time. Okay, looks like that was it. We have some animals starving, and I don't even care. We're making totems. Need a lot of thread. We're still giving birth to puppies. How are we still... I was hoping that we would butcher fast enough that this wouldn't be an issue. Yeah, I think everyone's getting gilded at this point. You can't gild dragons. I guess that makes sense. Guess that makes sense. Can't gild spiders either. We still have so many animals. What I need is auto geld. Oh my god. Yeah, let's just geld all. Done with it. Even the rhinos. Even the giraffes. Just gild them all. That's why do we have so many giraffes all of a sudden? Did not ask for giraffes. Jeez. Okay. Done. Whatever. Okay, we're gonna need more stuff. I think we're about there for the day. I want to find more things. Guess we did find a nice scourge. Finding some actual artifact weapons. We found a scourge and a crossbow. Which will probably be fun in adventure mode for someone. I have to make like a scourge user. Dwarf mathematician is fighting. Okay, I think we're gonna call it there. This is all just mud, right? Did I ever put the... Did I put that angel back? Let's not lose track of our angel. We could put we have a legendary We have an artifact terrarium. Of course, I don't want to try to transfer it to something. Transferring it from a cage to a terrarium is going to kill another kobold. So we're just gonna put it back. You live there now. Yeah, okay. And this is gonna keep going down. And like it's like this. That's bad. That's bad. How do I mark? I need to mark like do not dig. I'm gonna say the do not digs are gonna be stairs. They're gonna be they're like planned stairs. Can I not? Oh, because they have to be multiple elevations, so they're gonna be channels, I guess. Right? Can I not? Is it not gonna let me do that? How long are you going for? I'm gonna be wrapping up here in a minute. I'm just why? Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. Just do like it doesn't like that. Oh, it's because it's semi-molten rock. Oh wow, we're already hitting semi-molten rock. All right. Well, okay. So we do not want to dig any of those tiles. We cannot dig any of those tiles. Cannot dig these tiles. Cannot dig those tiles. And that will remind me. These should be fine. Wasn't there something else? These are fine. Yeah, that's just bad. This is not fine. Hopefully, it should be obvious that this isn't fine, but I'm gonna remind myself anyway. Okay. This is... Nope. I wanted to do actual digging. And we'll pick up right there next time. All right, well, that was a thing. That angel's dangerous. Turns out that angel's dangerous, even without a crossbow, especially without a crossbow. It can just rip someone to shreds when given the chance, and will do so. So, hooray. Maybe we'll get another siege or something. We haven't seen a siege yet in this turn, in this fortress turn, so that's interesting. Maybe if we get some more goblins, we can toss them in a cage, and that will prompt us to resurrect our giant. Maybe not. Who knew angels had venom, right? The angel there was a venomous angel, a venomous capybara. I'm still boggling. I'm still boggling at that. It would have killed anyway. It didn't. That's the brutal thing, is it does not need venom. It just ripped a kobold's head off. Anyway, we're gonna wrap up here for the day. Come by on Saturday. We're gonna continue on Shadow Tactics, Blades of the Shogun. It's been great fun. Come back on Monday and Thursday of next week. We're going to continue on Dwarf Fortress from right here. We're going to keep digging in our pillar. We're going to hopefully find some more goodies, probably some more baddies as well. Going to continue on some of our larger projects. We're going to continue killing so many animals. Oh my god. Oh my god. We might need to double down on that somehow. I don't know, hopefully the gilding will help. We've been giving birth to like dozens of animals while trying to kill all the animals, so I don't know. We'll deal with it. And then at some point we'll start another adventurer, and we'll see what happens there. There's one more slab in our world. Never dig, the pillar is shelved. Maybe you'll look out and a trader will show up. That could be. That could be. We should trade away a lot of our food. Maybe that would help. Anyway, today's episode is brought to you by the sun. It came back, and by viewers like you, clicking on all those buttons down there, hanging out live, hanging out in the VODs, hanging out in Discord, hanging out anywhere, just sending me vibes through the air, non-electronically. I accept those. I accept payment in vibes. So I hope that you all come by for more. I hope to see you around. I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you stay kind.